Morning, flowers. Well, I slept absolutely like a log for 9 hours solid, and then I woke up, had a look outside. It was a bit sort of grey. It's very windy today, and I just put my blind back and then snuggled back into bed and went back to sleep for another hour and a half. But I feel I needed it after yesterday because my whole body is aching, all my shoulders and arms, right through my core. So for today, I thought I'm gonna have to do something a little bit different rather than getting in the kayak again and use my legs. So I'm gonna go for a run. So I've had a good look at the map and I've found something that I wanted to do, and it's obviously a run to get there, and that is going to the fossil tree. The problem is it's high tide at the minute, and I think some of the path is actually on the sort of coastline, which means that it might not be accessible until the tide has dropped a bit. So I'm going to just chill out for a bit, continue drinking my tea, and then hopefully I'll be in a position where I can actually make it there. So on my new map, which I've been wrestling with just to get it to go where I want it to go, I'll just show you what's happening. So in all this here, there are no roads whatsoever, and the last point you can actually park is here. So from there, I'm going to work our way along the sort of coastline, and then it gets to about this end point here, and then it drops right onto the beach line, right round to the fossil tree. That is it. So hopefully it should be fairly straightforward. Anyway, back to this, and also back to this. Take a look at that. Well, I have arrived at the Tyroran car park, which is the way to get to the berg or the fossil tree. So if you can see, this is where we are now. We've got a hell of a long trek to the fossil tree, and it actually says it is 5 miles there. So a 10-mile round trip. I'm fully packed up with everything I need, plenty of water, some extra food, bivy bag. I've got waterproofs, I've got my drone, and what else? Oh, another set of leggings and another top. So that's everything, I think. Anyway, let's bash on and see how long it takes to get there. Pretty beautiful though, isn't it? Straight into a long steady climb. Yeah, for some of you this might be good because I won't be talking much. Oh dear, I love it though. I love the exercise. I love pushing my body, knowing that it will adapt to it and get fitter. Look at that though. Not bad at all. That in the distance is where I'm going to head, and I end up right on that peninsula. It's definitely quite a long way to go. It's all right. Well, past the halfway point, and to be honest, it hasn't been too bad so far. Steady away. But I've just passed a couple of houses, and what a place to live. I mean, obviously you've got all this to look out onto, but to get to this point you've got like a ferry, single track road with passing places, single track road that's pretty damn rough with no passing places, onto a proper rough as a badger's ass track, and then what, another mile or so on this track which is drivable, but there's some real rough bits as well, and then you get yourself home for your cup of tea. I mean, what a day out that will be. So yeah, if you're doing your weekly shop, I think it'd end up having to be like a monthly one for definite. Anyway, here we are, look. Fossil Tree, I'm guessing straight on. Berg Farm, oh, private, that's up that way. Anyway, more to go. It won't take long. Love to Daisy and all her family through the decades. What a place for a little memorial though. That's what I want, something nice and simple, overlooking something as magnificent as that. Well, we're getting to the good stuff now. Got this massive crag on my right hand side. Huge! And as we're coming around the end here, the wind is really picking up. What a run! Look at that! I don't know if you can see that down there, but there's some absolutely amazing shapes in the rock. We've got like a set of basalt columns there which are just all like leaning over onto themselves, a bit like fallen dominoes. And then out there it's almost like a round circle of it with a little plunge pool in the middle. That would be an awesome place to get a photo. Love it. A little bit of a scramble down there, and then we come on to this. This is ace. That is the top of an old iron ladder, and that's the way down. There we are. There we have it, the iron ladder. That was cool. I love stuff like that. Although I don't know how many years will be left of that ladder. They might need to renew it at some point. There's a hell of a lot of rust going on. Just trying to navigate my way down these rocky bits. And you can see the shape of them. This is all the basalt columns worn down. Onto the beach. Well, I think I've made it, but I'm confused. I'm currently just on the edge by the sea, and we have a beautiful rock formation there that could be the fossil tree. And we've also got an even more beautiful rock formation there, which also could be a bigger fossil tree. But who knows, there might be an even bigger one around the corner, because I do not know what it looks like. Anyway, currently I can't actually get to this one because I'm cut off by the water, and I don't really fancy getting my feet wet. Let's have a look and see. Yeah, it's a little bit of a climb down there as well, and I'm definitely not going to scale any of this. What a lovely colour that is. And there's like a river of it running all the way up there. Let me see if I can get up and have a proper look. The good thing is this rock is really grippy. I'm guessing it's slippery when wet though. So yeah, look, we've got this running all the way here. It's like lava. Let's get back to the source. It's cool, isn't it? I love finding things that are just naturally beautiful. So tempted to just try and get myself around there, but you can really see the shape of the basalt columns there. And the last time that I saw basalt columns properly, I was in Northern Ireland at the Giant's Causeway, and that is an incredible place to visit, so definitely worth checking that out. And it's National Trust, so it's free to all members, which was really good. I actually went twice while I was there. And also I've seen them in Iceland. There's a couple of amazing places there to have a look at them, and one is a waterfall falling off them, and there's just this beautiful rainbow set in the bottom of it. Fantastic. Anyway, let's get the drone out and have a proper look. Well, that was nice. A quick jaunt out to see the fossil tree. And now it's a case of battling back through the boulder field, past the two waterfalls. There's one of them. Up the iron ladder. Scrambling a few times and getting back to the car. I'm just eating a little bit of this, which is a Science in Sport energy bake, just to give me that energy to get back. I don't want to be getting low blood sugar out here. Right, let's crack on. Got a bit of a blister forming though, which is a pain, so that's not going to be too nice for me to run on, but part of it. You don't get blisters so often if you run a lot, and I ain't running a lot at the minute, so my feet are soft. Wowzers. My feet are soft like this bake. Whoa. It's the second waterfall. It's a little cave. I'm going to try get to those really nice looking rock formations. Yes. It's an interesting place this, because we've got the basalt columns there which are almost horizontal, like jutting into the actual hillside, and then they sort of twist into this section here where these are now pretty much vertical down into the floor. I was stood up there earlier looking down on all this. We've got one section there which does look fantastic from up there, and then this is the one with a little tiny pool in the middle, and you can see how all the basalt columns are just sort of laid round. That is ace. That is very beautiful. And then from here you can just see loads more. It is stunning, stunning, but it's going to look better from above. So again, let's get this drone out. Well, that was just cool. What a place that is. Anyway, I am making my way back, and hopefully I'm going to be able to get round this corner and then back up onto the path up there. If not, I'll have to retrace my steps and get back up that iron ladder. Oh, it's tight. It's tight. We've got this water coming in here as well. Ready for the jump. Like a cat. Like a cat that's stuck. Right, let's see if we can get up here. We've got the Lumo green there going on. Some more basalt columns. It is fantastic. Right, we're going to make our way up there onto the path, 5-mile run back home or back to the car, and then I'll see you back at the campsite. I'm back. Currently cooking some nice dinner. We've got just a load of odds and ends chopped up in there, including some chorizo, broccoli, courgette and red pepper. And then, don't judge me on this one, I'm going to tip over a tin of this Heinz spaghetti bolognese. I ain't had this for like 30 years and I just thought I'm going to have to try that. So that is going to be my dinner. And also just sprinkle a bit of cheese on as well, just to make it taste that bit nicer. What a day. I've basically ran a half marathon. I think I got to 12.8 miles and about a third of that is just over boulders, clambering about. So it was very much tough going. So my feet are killing me now. I've got a blister on one foot, my legs hurt, and it just matches with my upper body because obviously from yesterday doing all the kayaking, I've just got this full body ache thing going on. So I've opened a beer just to drown my sorrows. But it was nice going to see the fossil tree. I think there's sort of 2 fossil trees. I couldn't really work out what was going on there, but very beautiful nonetheless, and worth the effort for definite. And obviously now you just sort of feel like you deserve food and a nice beer. And if you look at this, I'm currently just looking at the lovely light bouncing off the sea. Yeah, the simple things. Anyway, I think my veg is about ready. So I'm going to bang on my spaghetti bolognese. Oh dear. Doesn't smell too bad. It actually reminds me of being a kid, that, because I remember having a few tins of that. Right, I'm going to tip this on. Give it a stir. And I know you're all jealous. Oh dear. Anyway, I want to enjoy this and just keep watching this beautiful light bouncing off the sea. Living the dream, eh? Living the dream, if only for a short while. Well, that was yum. I'm just mesmerised by the sunshine, that's all. Can't help but look out of this window. It's absolutely beautiful. Anyway, I'm going to get out and appreciate it a little bit closer and join a new mate of mine called Michael, who has been my neighbour for the last 3 nights, and honestly him and his wife are just the most lovely people, and it has been a pleasure spending time with them. And his wife has actually gone to Iona for the evening, and she's actually camping out. So Michael's left on his own and I'm going to sit and have a beer with him. And he's a proper, just amazing guy, so interesting. And I just love meeting new people. Everybody's got a story to tell and I just love listening to those stories.
And I was living in a shared house, and I lived with these people, a couple, for 30 years. So they...
Yeah, look at you down with the lingo. FOMO, brilliant.
I like it. FOMO is a good one because
Yeah.
we all experience it.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Kind of down with the kids, like, excuse me, but we said that in the 60s and the 70s, and we got it from like the beatniks probably, or the the blues guys from the 50s or the 40s, and you go, you think you're so modern and hip and everything.
Well, back in after having a couple of beers and a couple of hours of really good conversation with a top bloke who has got the best sense of humour. We've had a real good laugh, and it's just nice chilling out by a fire and taking in the sunset, and it was actually pretty spectacular tonight. So yeah, today has been a good day, and I really did like the moment when I was sat in the middle of that sort of like rock formation, the circular rock formation, because that was just quite a special place. It really was. Definitely better than the fossil tree or whatever that was. It's kind of cool, but just not as interesting as that. Anyway, it is time now to lay this lug, and we will see what tomorrow brings. I have no clue what I'm going to do, but I'm excited about it. Anyway, we'll see you in the morning. Take care.